Long ago, in a beautiful kingdom surrounded by green hills, sparkling rivers, and magnificent castles, there lived a young prince who was admired by everyone for his kindness, wisdom, and courage. Although he had everything a prince could wish for, he still felt that something was missing from his life. He dreamed of finding a true princess, someone whose heart was filled with kindness, honesty, and compassion rather than pride or wealth. One evening, while sitting in the royal garden with his mother, Queen Isabella, he asked how he could recognize a real princess. The queen gently replied that true nobility could never be measured by crowns, jewels, or riches. Instead, it was revealed through kindness, humility, and a pure heart, especially during difficult times. Inspired by her words, the prince set out on a journey across distant lands, hoping to find the person he had been searching for. For many months the prince traveled through grand kingdoms, crossed vast oceans, climbed towering mountains, and met countless princesses. Some were incredibly wealthy, but cared little for their people. Others were highly educated, but filled with pride and arrogance. A few were beautiful and adventurous, yet they valued luxury more than friendship or kindness. No matter where he went, the prince could not find the qualities he truly admired. After nearly a year of searching, he returned home disappointed, wondering if a true princess even existed anymore. Then, on a dark and stormy night, when fierce winds howled through the kingdom and rain poured from the sky, an unexpected visitor arrived at the castle gates. A loud knock echoed through the palace, surprising the guards and everyone inside. When the doors were opened, they found a young woman standing in the rain. Her clothes were soaked, her hair dripped with water, and she looked exhausted from her long journey. Yet, despite her appearance, she carried herself with remarkable grace and dignity. Politely introducing herself as Princess Elara, she asked for shelter from the terrible storm. Once inside, she explained that she came from a distant kingdom that had recently been threatened by enemies. During her escape, bandits had attacked her traveling party, leaving her separated from her guards and lost for many days. Although her story sounded truthful, Queen Isabella decided to quietly test whether she was truly a princess. That night, the queen placed a tiny pea beneath 20 soft mattresses and 20 feather beds, creating a bed so high that a ladder was needed to climb onto it. Princess Elara thanked everyone for their hospitality and went to sleep. However, throughout the night, she felt uncomfortable, as though something hard was hidden beneath the bed. She tossed and turned for hours and could barely rest. The next morning, during breakfast, the queen kindly asked how she had slept. Elara smiled politely and replied that although she was grateful for the comfortable room, she had been unable to sleep because it felt as if something small and hard had been pressing beneath her all night. Hearing this, the queen and the prince exchanged knowing glances. The test had worked exactly as planned. Yet the prince was impressed by more than her sensitivity. What touched him most was her honesty, humility, and gentle manner. She had not complained, become angry, or demanded better treatment. She had simply spoken the truth with kindness and respect. Over the following weeks, Princess Elara remained at the castle as an honored guest. She and the prince spent many happy days together, walking through the royal gardens, helping the people of the kingdom, and sharing stories beside the fireplace. As time passed, they discovered that they shared the same values and dreams. Their friendship soon blossomed into love. One evening, as the golden sunset painted the sky, the prince confessed that after searching the world, he had finally found the person he had been searching for. Elara smiled, and from that moment they knew they wanted to spend their lives together. Messages were sent to Elara's parents, who were overjoyed to learn that their daughter was safe and happy. Soon preparations began for a magnificent royal wedding. The entire kingdom celebrated with music, dancing, colorful banners, and joyful gatherings. On the wedding day, the castle sparkled with decorations, and people from across the kingdom came to witness the ceremony. Before their families, friends, and loyal subjects, the Prince and Princess Elara promised to love and support one another forever. The celebration lasted for days, filling the kingdom with happiness and excitement. As for the tiny pea, it was carefully placed inside a glass case in the royal treasury as a reminder for future generations that true nobility is not found in crowns, jewels, or wealth, but in honesty, kindness, humility, and a good heart. From that day forward, the Prince and Princess Elara ruled their kingdom with wisdom, compassion, and love, and they lived happily ever after.